Hello and welcome to KGB Live. This is KGB, your host, like always. I apologize for not being on here a lot earlier. I actually had a meeting for snowboarding, so that was why I wasn't on here at 8 o'clock. It actually was 2 hours. Previously, it was 2 hours, but it went over, that 2 hours, so it was 2 hours and a half, so it was really really long, but I apologize for not getting on here sooner. But please be with me here. I apologize. But anyway, let's get to the topic for tonight is the NBA draft 2020. So really excited about this draft this year, really excited about it. I'm actually wearing my Bucks hat, wearing my Bucks shirt. This hat actually was made from Giannis. He actually customized it, so I really like wearing it. I actually worked with the Bucks. I was a brand ambassador for a couple months until I graduate, so I really like all the different aspects with that. I don't think it's in here. What I'm seeing, I think it's out there, but I have an autograph signature from Giannis that I got when I left the Bucks, so that was really cool. But hopefully, we can get players that can, go around them and help Milwaukee win a championship this next year. So we're really hoping. So we actually got Drew Holiday. He was a player for the Pelicans, so we actually got rid of Eric Bledsoe and George Hill. Out of that trade, I thought it was good. The only problem is I was really a big fan of George Hill. I think he was a very good veteran. He really brought a lot to the team, but we have to, get whatever we need to do to win a championship. The other thing I just heard when I was in my meeting that the guy from San Antonio, the Sacramento Kings, we were supposed to get him, and we were supposed to trade three of our guys to them, and apparently he didn't say he agreed to coming to the Bucks, but he wants to be a free agent. And I'm like, okay, so apparently now we have our players back for right now until we can, figure something out. But we have Dante still here, and we have Urson, and then there was a third player. I think it was Sterling Brown. If I'm correct, I could be wrong, but out of those three players, the person I'd keep is Dante. I think he's a very good player. Great defense. He has some, he's a very good overall player. Just, he reminds me of Lorenzo Kane. I don't want to be, getting rid of him and then he's going somewhere and he's going to be progressing like no other. So hopefully we can keep him here in Milwaukee and help him, get better and better like we have with Giannis. So hopefully we can keep him. But I was a little disappointed in that situation with that trade. Hopefully we could have gotten that guy, but he's like, oh, I don't agree. I'm like, okay, but where are you gonna go? You're like, the Bucks are a good team to play for. Well, I want to be a free agent. Who are you gonna go play with, dude? Go play with the. If you want to be like that, go play with the crappy team. Go play with the Timberwolves, or I don't care. Go play with someone if you want to be like that. I mean, you had a chance to be part of a really good team and a great franchise that's growing and growing, but apparently you don't want to do that. So that's on you, man. That's on you. But I saw one of the Ball brothers actually went to Charlotte, so that was good. I saw he went to Charlotte, and then the first overall pick was from the Timberwolves, and they actually got took the number one pick overall, and that was Anthony Edwards. He is from Georgia. Very good player, very good player. He reminds me of Zion Williams, just how built he is. But the thing I look about Zion, and I look about this guy. A lot of people say that they're gonna do so well in the NBA, and they're gonna be the next star player. Well, Zion came in. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he's not to what people thought he was. He's got, some good skills he's learning, but I don't think he's like, that overall, great player. He reminds me of like Tim Tebow or some of these other athletes that, get drafted and go into, professional sports. It's just like your name, you're better in college than you are actually in, the professional world. So it's just like I hope the best for you, but this is a whole different ball game, my friends. This is not college. This is professional, and you're playing against guys that have been in the league for a number of years. So, I mean, just realize that this is not, college ball anymore. So, um, I really, it's crazy how they think that sometimes. So, but the thing is, I think the Bucks are a while ways away for getting their draft. They were a little bit further back because they've done so well. But the thing that also irritates me is that Golden State actually had a higher pick this year too. And the thing is, I get Golden State, they sucked. They were terrible last year. They were awful. I mean, their record was awful. But the thing is, I don't want them going to another, every year Golden State going to a championship. I don't want that. You won your championships. It's done. You need to suck for a little bit, or a while. Actually, a long time. Suck for a while. I want to win a championship here in Milwaukee. I know Giannis does. I know the people here in Milwaukee do. It's just like, come on, give us a chance, and let's make something happen. But when I hear Golden State, trying to build a team back and doing this, now sit down. You won your championships. Excuse me. You won your rings. Now sit down and let other teams win. It's like the Patriots, same thing. Every year, New England Patriots when Tom Brady was. Great team, great players, but the thing is, let other people win. Let other people get to that spot. I know you don't want that because, it's competitive, but it's just boring. It's boring to see the same team go to, the same, championship. It's just boring. I mean, I saw the ratings. When was it? The New England Patriots were playing, I think, Atlanta, and like the ratings went down because everybody has seen that. Same thing with, Golden State and Cleveland. Same thing every time. It was like boring. It's just like not good. Whoa. That's a little bit, woo. Woo. But yeah, it's just, I look at Giannis in this, situation with the max contract. And the thing is, I really hope that he really, he chooses Milwaukee. Milwaukee gave him a chance. He came from Greece with really nothing. He was poor. He, very talented player. But the thing is, a team in a city that really took you under their shoulder and said, hey, let's, make this happen. They did that. They're helping you get a championship. Now, let's do something. Don't go to another team just because. If, time comes and we don't do it, then I totally understand that, it's time to move on. But right now, we're trying the best we can to make that happen. So, what's your Super Bowl pick this year? Ooh, Super Bowl pick. I am going to go with. I actually am going to go with the Chiefs again this year. I think they're a really good team, and let's see what other, because I got so we got the Chiefs, and that's hard to say now because I would have said New Orleans, but Drew Brees got hurt, so I'm gonna actually go with Seattle. I'm actually gonna go with Seattle, Seattle and the Chiefs, for the Super Bowl. I would love the Packers too, but I don't think they're gonna. I really don't think they're gonna. But I'm hoping, Oh, and the other team I was actually thinking, if it's not those teams, where are they? They're in here. Why the heck did I not see them? Okay, am I blind or oh, there we go. So if it's not the Chiefs this year, it's I would give, the Steelers um, another crack at it. But wouldn't that be cool if the Steelers and the Packers went to another Super Bowl, the Packers and the Steelers? That would be nasty. Or same thing with the Chiefs or Packers. That'd be like a State Farm commercial each half. So it'd be really cool. Girlfriend next to me and homegirl still sleeping on the couch. Ooh, I see. I see. But yeah, that's what I would have to say with, the different teams this year. But yeah, with the NBA draft this year, I'm excited for basketball. I know they're planning on starting basketball back up on December 22nd, which I'm very happy for. I love basketball. It's one of my favorite sports. It's actually, if I had to pick between all the sports from football, baseball, hockey, basketball, and those games, I'd pick basketball as number one. My second one would probably be football, and then baseball, and then hockey. That's what I would have to say with those. So, but like I said, guys, if you guys are watching this video, I saw someone dropped a like. I really appreciate for the one that dropped a like. If we can get more likes tonight, that would be great. Also, click that notification bell to see when I'm on, and share that video. Share that video. So, but yeah. So, other than that, I'm gonna probably watch the draft once I get off of this, and I might do some other stuff because I gotta get a lot of work done that I a little pushed off. I just have a ton of stuff to get done, but I'm gonna try as much as I can to watch the draft. Number to call in. The number to call in here. Let me get that. I apologize. For that. I know I usually do call-ins. Tonight we can do call-ins. Let me type it out. I'm surprised you guys don't save this number to your phone. I'm surprised about that, but gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. There we go. So call in and let me know what you guys feel about, the draft this year. Let me know what you guys feel. Do you think the Bucks will pick a good, draft this year? Do you think they will trade up or trade down? What's your way of thinking about it? So please tell me. Please tell me, because I would like to know. I would like to know. Because I hope and pray if the Bucks are looking at getting somebody this year, I would say they need to have somebody like a point guard to bring the ball down the floor. Because the thing is, Giannis brings the ball down the floor. I don't mind that, but we need somebody that is an actual point guard. Not Giannis. He's more, power forward, but you just got to find somebody, that we could do. I know we were looking at Chris Paul. That would have been a okay, deal. Also, we were looking at Bradley Beal, which would have been like amazing. I actually like Bradley Beal. He's a really good player. But we'll have to see. I hope we can get either a shooter or a point guard. We don't really need a down low man. We already have, Brooke. We used to have Robin. Robin's gone because Robin didn't want to be here. Also, we got Wesley Matthews is up for free agency too. So we'll see what happens with that too. So we're losing a couple guys. I know Kyle Korver is actually thinking about retiring, which, I mean, it's up to the guy. I mean, he's been playing for so long, but he has a wicked three. He's got a wicked three. I mean, ballin'. I mean, wicked three. But we'll have to see. I mean, I hope and pray that we can get a really good pick. Hopefully, he's not like a Jabari Parker. There we go. Sorry, tongue twister. Because the thing with him, great player, but he just was injured a lot. And the thing is, I do not want a player like that. I know you can't help it because you're playing a competitive sport and can get an injury, but the thing is, I mean, he had an injury almost like every year. It's kind of like Andrew Bogut back, so long ago, and he's actually playing still. I mean, he's playing for um, Golden State. There we go, Golden State, and but you guess and the thing is, when he's with Golden State, he's actually playing. He's not hurt. But when he was with the Bucks, he was like always hurt. So I was like, is your 3-point shot better? The thing is, I'm a 3-point shooter. I actually, when I played basketball myself, I like to shoot a lot of threes, drive in too, but I like that, fadeaway shot. I'm really good with fadeaways. So that's my, wicked shot. I would say I can do some pretty cool hook shots too. So better watch out. Better watch out. What else was I gonna say? Oh, we are getting a call in right now. Hello and welcome to KGB Live.
Thank you.
Can you hear?
I don't know how good you're going to be able to, except for this kind of shitty who I am, but I'll try my best.
Okay, go ahead.
Alright. Well, actually, a friend of mine actually told me about this, they said you were doing live and started to come check it out,
Oh, you see. So do you know the subject that we're talking about?
No, like literally a friend of mine literally just told me, hey, you should check this dude out, he's live right now. So I said, I give it a call. I got nothing else better to do.
Oh, okay. So our subject today is NBA draft.
I don't follow the NBA as a matter of fact. To politely put it, I despise NBA. I don't. I'm more of an NFL type of guy.
Okay.
NBA is just too boring to me. Like, literally, all NBA is to me is two sides fighting over a ball going back and forth, trying to shoot it in the hoop.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, I to be honest with you, I could say that with tennis. I think tennis is one of the most boring sports.
Oh my goodness. Okay, no, but let me ask you this: tennis or golf?
Tennis of what?
Tennis or golf?
Ooh, I like golf actually. I like golf.
Oh yes, at least golf you get to whack the hell out of something and send it flying. Tennis, you try whacking that thing and send it flying, you're gonna get penalized.
Well, yeah, and like with tennis, all you hear is or I'm back and forth. With golf, it's clink. Okay. So since you don't watch basketball, I know we got a question earlier about the Super Bowl. Who do you think is going to be in the Super Bowl this year?
Oh goodness, well, I mean that's pretty hard to tell because the playoffs. I mean, I don't know how close the playoffs are, but I usually don't figure that out until like the first playoff games are over because I kind of determine who's in the Super Bowl. I see who's in the playoffs because you can't determine anything in the regular season because anything can happen in the regular season, especially with the wild cards and all that.
Yep, I agree.
But I don't know. I mean, my teams are the number one team is Green Bay, and when they fail me, I go with the Colts. And when the Colts fail me, my last resort is New England. But honestly, I mean, a lot of people can disagree with me on this, but I honestly think that if the Packers straighten themselves out a little more and try a little harder, I mean, they may be able to make it farther in the playoffs. Super Bowl, I mean, they still need a lot of work before the Super Bowl material, but I think we do have a shot this year. So I'm going to go, if I had to choose now, I'm going to say, well, actually, game I would want to see is either Green Bay and Denver or Green Bay and New England. That would be a good game.
So why do you say New England? Because I just want to stop you there. For New England, Tom Brady's not there anymore. So you think Cam Newton can, make something?
Wait a minute, what happened to Tom Brady? I did not know you. Oh, fuck. Never mind. New England is completely trash without Tom Brady.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
No. Okay, then I'm never watched New England anymore. That's great. Honestly, if it weren't for Tom Brady, New England would not be as popular as they are now. I guarantee you, now that they got rid of Tom Brady, New England is just gonna hit the shit. I swear.
Yes. I agree. I personally, a lot of people are saying that, Kansas City is going to be one of the places or one of the teams that could be in the Super Bowl again. And the reason I say that is, huh?
No, I mean, I see what you mean there, but no. Kansas City, yeah. But my main fear is if Green Bay ever plays San Francisco or Denver again, because I forget, but I think San Francisco has a mean quarterback, and I think Denver their defense is crazy. It's either that or vice versa.
Oh, yeah.
Those are two really. I honestly think those are the two dangerous teams in the NFL right now.
Well, we have the Steelers that are still undefeated. You can't forget about them.
Oh my goodness! I guarantee you. I mean, did the Steelers play Denver or San Francisco or Kansas City yet?
I have no idea. I most likely probably, but I don't know.
I guarantee you if they didn't, I guarantee you. Let me see. Let me think of my knowledge here. I guarantee you when the Pittsburgh Steelers versus either Kansas City or San Francisco, I guarantee you they're gonna get the last handed to them. I guarantee you. See, because I don't follow the Steelers, but honestly, I think the only reason why they're undefeated is because every team they played has been underweight from how strong they are. If that makes any sense. Like they don't match Steelers in skill and all of that shit. And even if they do, the other team probably played like shit. But no, you ain't gonna get that from Kansas City or fucking San Francisco. No.
Yeah. Okay. No. So I got a question here that I'll probably answer right now. Who is the best quarterback in the NFL? Are you saying is that overall, or is that you saying that this year? I just want to hear, that person that messaged that question. Is it this year or overall? If I had to say this year with ratings, I would say it's not Rodgers. It's actually, I would say, Russell Wilson. With passing yards, he has done very well. But if it is overall, I know a lot of people say Tom Brady is the number one QB, but you got to look at Rodgers too, because the thing with Rodgers is compared to Brady is that he does not throw a lot of interceptions. I know this year he's thrown a couple interceptions due to, we have a couple of wide receivers that are not doing as well as they should be, but I would have to give it to Rodgers on that. But if it was
actually, let me back you up there. I'm going with him here. You see, does Russell Wilson? I forget. Does Russell Wilson play for Denver or Kansas City? I forget.
He plays for Seattle.
Seattle? Oh, that's not no. No, but okay. Russell Wilson. I think if I remember at the start of this season, I think I actually watched one of during the halftime show. I saw some play of him, and in the halftime show they were saying that Russell Wilson could actually, if he actually tried, he could actually pass with Rodgers no problem. But you see, that kind of gets me out because you gotta think about this. Think of when we first got there on Rodgers, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that first year was horrible, but the year after that, Rodgers, I believe he's still there, but what the problem is, you gotta remember, the Green Bay, they got a whole new team. Rodgers has no one he can trust now, and the people he do, he's very hesitant.
Mm-hmm,
So what I'm saying is, I think Rodgers is still capable of being the greatest. But the problem is he just doesn't have that many people he can trust anymore. If he had more people he can trust, I guarantee you he'd be putting more points on the board for us.
I agree.
And like you're saying, overall, I'd say Rodgers, but this year. But this year it wasn't Wilson, but Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, that's a very good comparison. But like you're saying, Tom Brady, yes, he's a good quarterback. He can throw really good. But he's reckless with the ball. He's Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is never reckless with the ball, and when he is, it's his fault. You know what I mean?
I hear you. So I'm.
Anyone can throw a ball, but it takes a lot of skill to throw a ball under pressure constantly and trying to maneuver all sort of stuff and still be accurate and not throwing an interception. That's a skilled quarterback. If you can do that every time, that is a skilled quarterback to me.
Yep. So we're gonna see if we can get anyone else on here, but I definitely thank you for being on here and sharing your feedback. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime. Actually, as a matter of fact, what's your YouTube channel name?
It's on. If you, you're not watching it right now?
No, I called.
Okay.
The friend who told me that you were live, he said just call the number. And I honestly thought that if I called the number, just take me directly to the live, but that didn't happen.
So I'll have to say, if you want to get onto my YouTube, you first have to go to Facebook and follow KGB MKE Fans and Apparel, and then you will get all the YouTube stuff that will be projected each and every day.
And also, I don't know if you know his name, but a friend of mine who I think is a big fan of yours. I'm pretty sure if I have any trouble subscribing to your YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure he can help me out. But I'll definitely make sure I subscribe to you.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Thank you for being on here.
All right, no problem. You take care now, all right?
You too.
All right, see ya.
See ya. Now that was a good conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Good conversation. We got a little off topic. I know we were talking about the NFL, and we're supposed to talk about the NBA draft. But the thing is, let's try to finish this off with the NBA draft moving forward. But the NBA draft and seeing the NBA this season, I really would like to have fans in the stadium. I really would, but I know COVID-19 has been a really, tough time for everyone. And the thing is, I know they were talking about with basketball too. So, the Super Bowl, they usually have it in a different arena. So they're thinking about doing that with basketball. They're thinking about doing that with baseball as well, is having the NBA Finals or World Series or whatever in a different stadium. So it's not their same stadium. It's a little bit different. I think it's okay, but I don't know. I don't know what your perspective on that is, but I think it's half and half. I think it's fun, but I think it's not, because it changes, the game a little bit. It's not your home court, or it's somebody else's court that that you would have to adapt to. So I think that would be half and half on each end. But again, I hope and pray that we can get a really good pick for this year and continue to make a run for that championship, because the thing is, I want to see it. I know a lot of fans want to see it, so we're just trying to make it happen. And I know they're planning on doing the bubble again this year in Walt Disney, if this thing is still going on. So they're back in Disney World, everyone. Magic. So and the saying magic, it's Mickey Mouse's birthday today, so happy birthday, Mickey Mouse. Love you, man. So I had to say that. It's magical. So but yeah, like I said, I hope and pray that we can get a good pick. I hope the draft goes well. Hopefully the Bucks can, get some good deals so we can keep Giannis to that max contract, because just what I would hate him to go is, to the Heat or Golden State. But like I said, if he had to go anywhere else other than the Bucks, I would actually want him to go to Dallas. I think Dallas would be a really, really good team, but I don't want him to leave, So because if Giannis leaves, it's going to be chaos. It's going to be like LeBron leaving. So we're getting a call from Restricted. So I do not answer those calls because I don't know who they are. So when you guys call, it has to be, showing me who they are and what you are. So I will be not answering that call due to it is restricted. So, but anyway, if you guys can, again, drop a like on here, that'd be great. Click the notification bell and, follow this, page and share it, video. That would be great. So, but anyway, guys, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to probably go on something else, and I got to get a lot of work done too. But thank you for being on here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for being on here. Really means a lot. Again, stay safe, stay positive, but test negative, and wear a mask, social distance, and be nice to one another, okay? Be nice to one another. So I will see everyone in the next video. And go Bucks. Go Bucks. Go Bucks.